I'm big enough to admit when I made a mistake. And the mistake I made just moments ago was I opened this beer before the start of the show because I normally crack the beer right when we go to roll the open.
You'll have that.
So I made a mistake, so it's open. So I'm not going to be able to do that today. But I am going to be able to talk about stuff we're going to talk about on the show, like another teen take. I mean, what the deal is, and I'll save this for later. But they know they're not going to get in trouble, so that's what they do. Anyone who has a couple of brain cells to rub together and has ever dealt with a kid before knows that. The Democrats, are they still standing behind Graham Platner?
Sort of.
And then if there was in the dictionary a definition of being a pussy, Chuck Todd's picture would be there on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. But it's all related to America 250, which I thought was, when you look at, the stuff that happened in Mount Rushmore, Trump doing the flybys and the new Air Force One, all the military jets that were flying over the crowd in D.C.
Amazing.
I love the part where the thunderstorms rolled through. There was like 450,000 people out there. Somehow they came and said, "Hey, you got to evacuate." So the USDA, Department of Agriculture, opens up one of their buildings there in D.C. and says, you can hang out in here and have shelter. And you know what happened in there?
Nothing.
Spontaneous singing of our national anthem.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, there weren't any riots? There was no looting?
And then Trump says, he says,
no insurrections.
No, it's weird.
He says, look, the thunderstorms are going to pass. I'm going to be there. He said, if I got to speak to one person at 4:00 in the morning, I'm going to be there.
I loved that statement.
That is one of the greatest
Absolutely
lines ever. And then, here in Cincinnati, we have a particular bias when it comes to fireworks because Rozzy Fireworks here in Cincinnati puts on one of the greatest displays every summer, and we're biased. We think the fireworks that we have here in Cincinnati are unmatched anywhere in the world.
Well, that's not true anymore.
Not true anymore.
The
fireworks display that they did, what was it, 850,000 shells?
It was a record.
I mean, unbelievable, unbelievably great job. I thought the whole weekend was good.
Can you imagine being the nerd from Guinness to have to go and count all of those?
Someone's got to do it.
But be that guy.
Well, it beats some of the shit they got to count. I mean, at least it's kind of cool. You get to see fireworks. I mean, what's the other record you got to witness? How many silkworms humping at one time? I mean,
I saw Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut
shoving wieners down his face.
I saw one time a guy in Japan is like the world's most compulsive masturbator. I mean, how do you?
Wait. You saw that?
I saw him interviewed on TV
I thought
one
you
time.
said you saw the contest.
No, I didn't see. I didn't see the content.
I realize while you're overseas, things get boring.
But I mean, how do you verify that for a world record? No one jerks off more than this guy. I mean,
you've got to sit there and watch him. You got to sit there and watch him for a period of time.
It's got to be verified, right?
Did he have carpal tunnel?
I have no idea what he does.
Was his hand just
but somehow
into a useless claw?
He just spends all day rubbing one off. I mean, or I don't know, multiple. I don't know, but it's a world record.
I hope my mother's not listening.
I didn't.
That's all I
I didn't know there was a world record.
Some of the other shit that comes out of your face, and you're concerned about your mother listening.
Yes, because my mother knows what I say, but
I
just hope, Mom,
you're such a hypocrite.
Mom, meatloaf.
But look, by all accounts, or at least everything I was able to observe, and really, I didn't read anything about property being damaged.
Nope.
Didn't read about anything about police officers being assaulted.
People being held up.
Didn't read anything about that. Didn't see anything about any problems. But
were there any street takeovers in D.C.? I didn't see it.
No, I don't think there were any street takeovers. Absolutely not. Everything was peaceful. But yet our friends on the libtard left still like to complain about it. And I saw this video from Chuck Todd, and I mean, he just really wants the pussification of America more than anything else. And roll this video, and then we'll have some comments after we hear what Chuck, this absolute loser, has to say about America 250. What a clown.
Angry and feel betrayed. I do. I feel betrayed as an American by him on this. Constitution is not perfect, but it gives us a way to keep going. It gives us structure for disagreement.
Does he have shoulders?
It gives us a method for repair.
Well, he has shoulders.
It gives us the possibility of becoming better without pretending we were always good. It makes some of the same promises that some religious texts do for people. And this is why I'm so pissed off. Not because I love the country less, but because I love the idea of America enough to resent seeing it cheapened by this man.
All right, stop right there. Wait, man,
America
this
deserves
guy,
better.
such a, Chuck Todd, all I can say is to you is cry
Are
a
you done
little
with it?
harder.
Yeah, he's done with it.
Cry a little harder, you piece of crap.
Are you done with it?
Well, we deserve better for America 250. What was wrong with it?
Nothing.
Everything was awesome.
Trump was there.
And
Trump
look,
was there.
when he spoke at Mount Rushmore, he took a
Cheapened
couple
by
of shots
this
at
man.
Biden, took a couple of shots at Obama, but well-deserved, I thought. But for the most part, totally patriotic, talking about the greatness of the Constitution, talking about the greatness of the flag. He never once said we're a perfect country. Never once. And somehow, I guess Chuck Todd thinks that if we become maybe a socialist or a communist country, maybe then it'll be to his liking. You know what? You piece of shit, cry a little harder. To him and all the women on The View are not saying. And here's the thing I was thinking about.
Oh, there's a chick from The View that's getting some fucking
Sonny
pushback.
Hostin is, I don't know if we've ever talked about this whole notion of situational ethics, but this is exactly what they're talking about on The View right now, because Graham Platner, of course, he's got the Nazi tattoo, or I guess he's covered it up. But, had all the accusations about the sexual assaults and all that. Then a woman comes out last Friday.
Actually, I got to correct you.
What?
It's not a new story.
What?
It's just a
This
new
rape
outlet.
story.
Yeah, it's not a new story.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
The New York Times had the same story
right.
a month ago.
With her name?
Her name, the same lady,
Okay.
the same
But
accusations.
she comes out on video
But she
showing
went-
her face.
Correct, because she went to when she was upset at the puff job that the New York Times.
Okay, so this
did
is
on
that
the story.
woman.
Same
All right.
woman.
Okay.
So then, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not faulting you, but the news is out there saying new allegations. No, sir, they're not new allegations.
They've been there.
Same allegations that the Democrats ignored and ran out and endorsed him.
And
Same
that the
person.
leftist media refused to print in full.
Correct. But
Yeah,
once she
right,
went to
okay.
Politico, then it got they couldn't or they didn't sugarcoat it. They gave her rendition of what happened, and they didn't whitewash it. And then it began to grow into something they could. Now, I've heard it changes hourly that he's digging his heels in. He says he wants to name his successor. He will not step down unless he appoints his successor. And the Democrats are like, screw you, that's not the process. We're going to do a Biden 2.0.
Yeah.
We're going to boot you out the door. We're going to meet behind closed doors. The will of the voters be damned. And we're going to pick somebody that we think has the best chance of winning. So we're going to pick somebody. So the news is misrepresenting the facts behind this whole
What?
ordeal.
Oh, hold on.
Shocker.
Hold on.
I know. Hold on.
What?
Yeah, what? So when I hear the news at the top of the hour of every station and on air and on TV saying, oh my God, these are new allegations. So now we're going to ask him to step down. No, that's not true. These are not new allegations. These are just more graphic discussion of the same allegations that the New York Times chose to sugarcoat. So it's a slap in the face of the New York Times. It's a testament to their bias, which is not surprising. Here we have on the screen the Democrats now all of a sudden.
I'm going to call it the left's varsity junior varsity team.
So the left now is like, well, shit. if only I think the B had something today. If only the Democrats knew that Graham Platner, there were signs that he was a scumbag. Really?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Wow.
Really?
What a shock.
I mean, it's like
show him to a portalet, and he will show you how big of a shitbag he
well,
is.
I mean, don't get between him and a.
Maybe
and
he
a
was
porn
going for that world record.
He was trying to beat the guy from Japan, I think it was.
Give that motherfucker a Sharpie, and he's
I'll
fucking
show
golden.
him what we can do in America. No Japanese gonna beat me.
Fucking idiot.
Hold on a second. It's occupado.
And we've covered him multiple times.
But it didn't. The Nazi tattoo was not enough.
Not enough.
That wasn't a big deal. I didn't know it was a Nazi tattoo. Oh, well, that's shocking
Of course.
because you described it as such.
because anyone who gets a tattoo on their body, they really don't know what the meaning is.
No,
behind
I
it.
mean, it takes, what does it take? A couple of hours to do a tattoo?
yeah.
You have no idea what they're doing.
Jason, you got tattoos. I mean, you could probably tell a complete narrative behind every single one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Except that one
Except that one.
that you got in Tampico.
We already spoke about that
I
one.
know. It's at his no spot.
It's his no spot.
But anyway, I mean, this is such a joke. And the Democrats are going to do again what they did to Biden. It's like they didn't know Joe Biden was cognitively declined.
But look at the cast of characters
Yeah, these people.
that are coming out now.
Adam Schiff even said something today.
Yeah.
Pencil neck. It's just unbelievable.
A bunch of fucking idiots that now all of a sudden want to backtrack because they realize, oh shit, that's not our guy.
But they knew. That's
They
the
did.
part that's
Yeah,
so
they
offensive.
knew. They thought it would stay under wraps.
Yeah,
They thought
every one of these people knew. Bernie Sanders knew.
Well, of course he
Elizabeth
knows.
Warren knew. They all knew, but they chose to ignore it for the sake of thinking we have to win, so be damned, whatever. Because to a Democrat, as I've said countless times, the ends justify the means.
what's the gal's name under Schumer?
Pocahontas.
No, that's no.
Oh, is that Gillibrand?
Yeah, that's Kirsten Gillibrand. Yeah,
So anyway,
she knew. I mean, they all knew.
They all knew. And, the only ones, I mean, the one that is speaking probably the truest on this, who's the Democrat?
John Fetterman.
John Fetterman.
Yeah.
yes,
Said they all need to apologize. And he's exactly right.
I did see that.
And
He
not
said he
one
called
of
the
them.
guy a dirtbag. He said he's sending dick pics to little girls.
And he
You
said
know, he's-
everybody that endorsed him should apologize. And let me tell you what's not going to happen. Not one of those scumbags.
No, they're not gonna
and I'm going to
apologize.
say the word, they're scumbags, which is a bag of scum. So that makes them scumbags.
Scumbags.
So
But-
they're not one of those
In
people
case
is
you
going to
need- in
apologize.
case you need a picture draw.
Yeah, bag of
You know,
scum.
the one thing I rarely, if ever, do is talk about what the women on The View have to say about anything because they're such imbeciles and it's so stupid. It's spending time.
That's
And I don't watch a show, but I see their clips all the time.
yeah,
And Sonny Hostin
yeah.
comes out today and she's so upset that they're going to dump Graham Platner. She says, I would still, even today, go in and hold my nose and vote for Platner for what, for the one reason, and the one reason is power.
Yeah.
Democrats want power more than it fits in perfectly with what I've said all along is that the agenda trumps everything else. And it doesn't matter as long as Graham Platner is going to push the agenda so Democrats can maintain their grip on power. That is the only thing that matters. And then she has the nerve to say, I'm a person who thinks character matters.
No,
But I
you're
would
not.
still vote for this guy,
Then
even
you're-
though he's a total scumbag,
that-
because he might win.
That is
and
called
that's the most
a
important thing.
hypocrite. She is a hypocrite.
And if they thought Swalwell could win,
Swallows well.
he would still be in the running in California. I saw a video today. It was put side by side.
Of all the people.
No, it was Swallowswell and Platner.
Yeah.
And it's essentially those two saying the exact same thing at this same stage in the game. And I almost brought it, and I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of listening to Swallowswell. I'm tired of listening to Platner give their lane. And all they're doing now is reading the script that's given to them by their damage control people,
Right.
and they're trying to hold on to dear, their political.
But you have
viability
some
with
of
their
these
fingernail.
big players that the damage control people, fucking Schumer, who's been there for fucking 180 years, maybe longer than fucking Yoda. Him, you've got fucking Bernie Sanders fucking pushing.
Which one's Yoda?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, you meant longer. Okay. I thought you were calling someone specifically.
No.
Got it.
No, he's just fucking been there forever.
No, I got you.
But now, like all the big Democrat, fucking was it? I don't know if that was Jeffries or Booker. I pulled the screen off, but
Yeah, that was Jeffries.
Yeah. So you got Hakeem Jeffries. You know, these are all the main players on that fucking left side that are like, oh no, we can't have you anymore. But yet we knew this shit.
They
4,
knew
5,
and
6
for
months
the
ago.
sake of flipping the seat.
Yes.
They all said, "Shh, don't say anything. Don't say anything. The people
Right.
won't know.
Yeah.
We'll just get past it. Don't worry about it." And I'm like, okay. And so we are where we are. We're calling it out. They don't see their own hypocrisy. The news isn't even reporting it accurately, as we discussed, and life goes on. I hope, for the sake of entertainment, so we have some more material to talk about for this show, that Graham Platner stays in the race as long as possible.
Yes.
I think he has till the 13th. Dan, did you know the date?
That's the date
August-
that I heard.
August-
No,
So he
July
has-
13th.
July
July
13th.
13th.
That he has to
So,
say.
yeah,
yes
what's
or
today?
no.
The 7th.
Today's
So,
the 7th.
6
So
days.
he's either going to get hit by a bus, or he's gonna off himself in a park,
Or he's gonna get Clinton.
a federal park, by himself that he's never been to before.
Or well, he's going.
We
to
never
do-
knew he was a jogger.
He's going to do what's right for
It's
America.
called jogging.
You
Yeah,
know, he's
we
gonna.
never knew he was a jogger.
He's going to sacrifice his own political career to do what's best for the country.
Oh yeah, right.
Isn't that true?
Right.
And then he's going to deal in a serious way with these allegations.
And then he's probably
be
holding out to see what the best payoff deal he can get, because the gravy train, this guy, you know, I think his family has some money. I think
There's
his
always a
dad has some
financial
money,
incentive, Art.
but yeah, but
What
there-
was Joe Biden's financial incentive when they forced him out?
Oh God,
There had to be something that has not yet been revealed. That needs to be investigated. I would like to know what he. I mean, I really don't care, but
I mean, I don't even want to talk about Biden
Yeah.
anymore. I mean,
but whatever they've done,
they've
they've left
Hunter.
Hunter. They've left Hunter out in the cold, so he's
He's
scrambling a little bit.
Screwed.
Right now.
Hunter's
So-
going to be doing.
No one wants to
Hunter's-
buy his artwork. Anymore.
Hun-
Why doesn't he create new artwork?
Hunter's going to. I have my
Can he
prediction.
not afford some watercolors?
I don't know. I think
He
Hunter,
can't afford Coke to
Hunter-
get all fucked up.
Hunter's
And
going to
then
do one of
they
two
create
things.
it.
I believe Hunter's going to have like his own porn channel or like an OnlyFans page, and all the liberal Democrat women can watch, and guys can watch him and practice breaking the Japanese record. But at the end of the day, you know, I Hunter Biden was a tool used by his father, plain and simple. I love hearing these people now saying, "Oh, you know, the Trumps are making a lot of money on this, that, and the other." And I'm like, well, they're investors and they invest in
It's all
things. And as
it's
long
all
as it's
private
not
shit.
inside information, like, oh, I don't know, every member of fucking Congress seems to be doing every time I pick up the paper
Yeah.
and read about somebody else making stock trades remarkably before anyone else knows about the company that just got a big contract. But, you know, I, as long as that's not the case, I don't care how much money Trump's family makes on whatever, because they're investors.
Is
They're
there a
invested in
law
money.
against the president selling watches or investing in you know, the Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, but what do they call it?
Just crypto.
Yeah, cryptocurrency.
Yeah, there are some. Well, I don't know.
Are there
about
laws
making, I
against-
don't know about making watches. He can make whatever he wants because he still has the Trump watch out there. I haven't. I don't wear a watch, so I'm not
Yeah.
running out and buying the Trump watch.
I was actually shocked that you didn't have one.
I don't wear watches. I got hair and it like catches on everything and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
I'm a hairy guy
Well, there you go. Maybe you can invent a wristband
that's hairless
for
But
hairy
hairless.
guys that's painless.
But that is a fair
Painless
question,
wristband,
though.
but a
Like
mohair one.
that's a fair question. Like you take that oath of office, and you move from your private life. I mean, granted, he was public, but you know, private life, private citizen, to that position. What are the regulations? Because I think that's lost in translation a lot.
I'm sure it's all within the
lot
law
of-
because I've seen
A
his
lot of
TV
people
commercials.
don't know what the rules are.
Have you seen his TV commercials?
Which one?
You know, the watch that he says, "Hey, it's Trump time. Buy my watch." You
Well, I
know,
haven't
it's a great
seen
watch.
commercial.
I mean,
I've heard
it's
the radio
fantastic.
spot. I've heard the radio spot.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
mean-
it was on TV. But look, I mean, that's Trump doing Trump shit. I don't think he's going to get significantly richer by selling watches.
Right.
I don't think it's going to make a big difference in his giant portfolio or net worth.
I don't think Jared's is too upset right now.
I think he does it more to annoy the shit out of people that he's doing stuff like that.
But what are the rules? What are
there
the
are
rules?
rules. There's ethic. There's I think I can't remember the name of it. It's public. They're all subject to. Now I don't know as far as his children. I know that they could be subject to it. I'm not positive on how far but let's be
He
fair.
doesn't have to
Yeah.
put his life on hold though for 4 years or
No, but Eric and Don Jr. are running the family business. Right
But
now.
I mean, he can't. But
then they hold no government office.
But I mean, let's be fair. A lot of these stuffs, and that's why you see the congressman doing it. It's because it's a lot of this legislation and these entities are kind of toothless. They might find there's a max amount that they can actually fine you. So if they have to fine you 10 grand, but you've made $1 million,
No, you don't care.
What do you give a shit?
No,
It's
you
the cost
don't
of
care.
doing business. And look, until Congress gets its own house in order, I don't want to hear a congressman complaining about something Trump
exactly where
who
I was trying to go with that.
Well, I mean, yeah, and Trump was, here's my deal also, and I think this makes, because 513 might be out there trying to break the Japanese record as well, but
it's going to be a great reference point from now on to the end of time. The Japanese
Trump
record.
was worth a ton of money before he came to office, as we all agree upon. So, the fact that he's getting richer is, I don't know, the stock market hit all-time highs because you know what hit the market yesterday? Everyone knows. Do you know what hit the market yesterday? Was announced. I don't know how long it's been.
The Trump accounts.
The Trump accounts.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we had somebody from
$1,000 for
SpaceX.
any baby born during the Trump administration.
Did you see the lady from SpaceX? What she did?
What'd she do?
She donated. I forget how many shares she had, but she donated, like, somebody will set me straight here, like 2 million shares. 1 share for everybody that opened a SpaceX account. She gave them 1 share of SpaceX.
How about that?
And it's up to so many people. It's not for everybody, but she had, like, she's got enough money, and she said, you know what, for the first X amount of people, I'm donating 1 share into their Trump account.
Oh, that is awesome.
That
man.
is going to be a giant. I mean, and then the news. I mean, we didn't have it to talk about, but the news, even CNN was like, look, this thing left alone, if people make the normal investments,
they did a whole segment on it.
Gwen
talking about how great the Trump
close to $1 million.
Gwen Shotwell. She and her husband pledged to donate a portion of their SpaceX stocks valued at over $320 million to fund Invest America.
Boom.
Trying to recipients, the gift targets, children aged 11 to 17 living in lower income households.
Imagine that.
Shotwell noted there is a bit more emphasis placed on kids living near their Central Texas home.
Fantastic.
See, and this is the kind of philanthropic efforts that you get when the government gets off your back.
Gets out of the way.
And then, he's good at tax cuts for his rich friends. Well, look what his rich friends are doing. And it's not them, it's the Dells and a whole bunch of other companies.
God, Michael Dell. Do you know how much money he gave?
A
Michael
lot.
Dell gave a shit ton of money.
A shit ton.
I mean, a painful amount of money.
Yeah, but because when people like that are enjoying prosperity, they naturally have an inclination to share the wealth. When the government, like Bernie Sanders,
they want to share,
is coming after them. Of course, Gavin. Here's what Gavin Newsom is doing. He's got a legislature in California that wants to have a billionaires tax.
I know.
Well, all this stuff is just popping up in my head.
No, he went name for name. He went Bernie Sanders and Gavin Newsom.
Well,
two completely different fucking.
Well,
people.
Gavin Newsom in California is, because he thinks it's to his political benefit, is against an effort in the state legislature there to have a billionaire tax. And so they want to hit all the billionaires and get more money because obviously they don't have enough money. But he's come out and he put out a video the other day where he wants he wants to have a nationwide billionaire tax. So he's saying, he's trying to be magnanimous in California. Well, we're going to, let the billionaires off the hook here, but we need to have a nationwide billionaire tax.
Yeah, of course.
But how much better off?
How about you stay in your fucking
would the country be if these billionaires were doing more stuff like this?
Like 2 people that we just mentioned.
Yeah.
Michael Dell.
And there's a lot more than that.
And there's a lot of people.
There's a whole lot more than that.
There's a lot of people, and there. You know what? The other thing,
and you know what the Democrats and people like Gavin Newsom don't like about it, though, is that the money doesn't flow through them. The money goes directly to who? The people who need it. The people that can help the most.
And yeah, that's right. It's not washed through the government hands, so that the government can be the benefactor, and everyone will then be beholden to the government for giving them more shit, and they stay in office.
Boom.
Forever. Boom, roasted.
I just love the fact you went Bernie Sanders.
Hey,
completely different hairstyle.
On a side note, we were going to start the show off with something completely different, but I want to ask before we get too deep in the weeds. How was your 4th of July holiday celebration?
Fourth was good. We had a busy fourth. My granddaughter had her 1-year-old birthday.
Okay.
So we spent a lot of time over there hanging out with her and opening or
Presents after presents.
Opening. Oh my God, the presents are ridiculous. I mean, she's got more stuff to play with now.
What is your grandfather name? Is it Pawpaw? Poopy?
No, she's not
Mr.
speaking
Poopy
yet.
Pants?
She's not speaking yet.
I know,
so.
but what did we decide upon?
Just Grandpa is fine.
Just Grandpa,
Yeah,
not Poopy Grandpa.
She actually calls everybody else something. She just chooses to just look past him and not give him a name.
I'm voting for Poopa. I like Poopa.
No, that's not probably not.
Can you be?
Work.
Can I call you Poopa? Poopa.
You've called me worse than that.
Please, Poopa. Poopa, can we have some more?
No, I don't want you to call me that because that sounds like you actually like me.
It's creepy.
Oh,
Jason.
Nicely.
Jason, how was your fourth?
The fourth was good. Nice weekend, chill weekend at the swim
Wait, you
club.
did? How did the pork shoulder come out?
A pork butt? Oh, pork
Pork
butt
was
came
it a
out
pork butt or
amazing.
shoulder? Yeah.
Pork butt
Okay.
came out amazing.
Is this on the new smoker?
The new smoker,
Yeah.
New smoker.
the maiden voyage,
Smoker in.
and we did it right. It was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Was it loud around here? Was everyone out in their driveway doing their?
Oh, we went to
Store
our buddy Jimmy Calder's
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. He does a fireworks show every
That
year.
reminds me. You still have my blowtorch?
I don't.
Someone.
You were using it. What'd you do with it?
You didn't give it to me,
I gave it to you. You were lighting fireworks with it.
but you didn't give it to me.
This is now called
No, I didn't give it to you
To
as a
take
gift.
one more, and I'm out of here now.
What'd
Give
you
me
do
back
with it
my
when you were
shit.
done with it?
I don't know. Fucking Jimmy's got it.
Jesus
Jimmy's got
Christ.
it somewhere.
When you say blowtorch, what are you?
I mean,
talking
It actually got taken away from me, and somebody else started lighting fireworks off. So I don't know. My fingerprints are on it.
He's
but
pissed. How's he gonna braise that pipe?
I don't get that tool back now. It's a tool.
Call Jimmy Calder. Don't call me. It's at his fucking house.
I think that the thrust of the
But
show,
Jimmy spent a shit ton on fireworks. It was amazing. Great display.
cool.
Even though Dan's all bullshit. And
I'm not.
pissed
You know
off.
what? I got to tell you the truth. As I get older,
You asked, does anyone have a blowtorch? I said, I have
In
one.
a group text for Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I said, I have one.
Okay.
You knew it was mine.
Jimmy, if you're listening,
So
can
Jimmy's
you
got it.
please give us back a blowtorch, or Dan's going to have a coronary.
Jimmy's got it.
I'll go to freaking Harbor Freight and buy you.
Yeah, I'll fucking buy you a new goddamn.
Was it a Harbor Freight blowtorch?
No.
Was it Craftsman?
No, I've had it for a long, long time.
Oh.
It's got sentimental
Yeah,
value.
that's
You get him his
exactly where I was
blowtorch
going.
back.
You'll get a goddamn blowtorch, but it's
Give-
probably at Jimmy's house.
Give Poopa his blowtorch back right away.
It literally got taken away. Somebody else wanted to go light some shit off.
I was going to
Somebody
ask you
here.
guys a question. Are you as you get older, are you kind of over the fireworks deal? Or
Absolutely not.
No, you like them.
I love them.
Dan, how about you?
I used to do it. What our buddy Jimmy, and he's been on the podcast before. He's a long time ago. He was like on.
Very beginning.
Yeah,
I mean, the steel.
He barely spoke.
yeah. He
barely
barely talked.
He
Yeah,
barely spoke.
so he hasn't been on the podcast since.
That's why he took your blowtorch.
No, I used to do the 4th of July at my house and light off a giant fireworks display.
But are you over that now?
I've retired from. I in the first couple of years he had it at his house. I actually lit the fireworks. I've decided from now on I just want to kick back, put my chair up,
watch,
enjoy a couple of cold beers, and watch the fireworks.
As I get older, and maybe I'm just cranky, I like fireworks less and less. I'm more intrigued now by all this drone stuff that I see online. That is.
That reminds me. I saw a great piece of, and I guess this was part of the overall display. Saw a great piece of video.
We're putting Jimmy on the air right now.
He's not. You're gonna ask him where my blowtorch is.
Jimmy, we're on this. He's not going to answer.
Maybe he might be watching the
Might be
podcast right
watching.
now. He
He
watches.
can answer the phone.
But I saw a great drone display
See the one from Dallas?
of a giant eagle in the sky.
Yeah, with the
okay?
flame, with the sparklers
And-
coming out.
Yeah, and
tail.
the fire and the bottom
Hey, good
edge
idea.
of the
I'll
wing
fight it. I'll
was
fight
a
it for
drone,
you.
and the
That
drones
was
could
in-
release fireworks that came down.
That was in Dallas.
That was so cool, man.
That was. You know how many drones that was?
a lot.
Okay, could you
It
be a
had to
little
be-
more specific?
I'm going to say 2,000,
2,500.
2,500. Okay, I was close.
Yeah, very close. So that was the largest drone display in the United States, and they did a lot more than that. But yes,
And I know our friends at Rumpke had to be not Rumpke, but Rozzy Fireworks
Yeah.
Rocky.
had to be watching it. Right, hey, we love Rumpke too. And if you want to sponsor the show,
Yes,
get a hold of Jay.
Not a sponsor yet, but we're trying.
I know. Yeah, for all your refuse needs, call our friends at Rumpke.
Refuse. Go ahead.
you can get the wheels turning for an good AI Rumpke spot.
You got your garbage. But anyway.
But it was so cool. Giant eagle. I should have sent you the video on it. Giant eagle, and the bottom edge of the eagle's wings.
Go to
the fireworks start streaming down.
Go to my feed. It
was. If our friends at Raleigh are watching that, I'm sure now that you can shoot off fireworks from a drone.
Yeah,
how cool is that?
I told Jill
that was one of the
being a drone operator
enthusiast. There's 3 batteries that haven't moved.
It was absolutely amazing to see.
Could you imagine programming 2,500 drones?
Oh, fuck.
The computer does.
But actually, no, it's not that fucking hard if you know how to do it.
It's
one dude programs
it. Probably got an AI.
And it's literally maybe 3 people that are organizing that.
Yeah,
whole
but
thing.
but I watched the setup, and that's a lot of people because these things are all set. Yeah,
you're just putting them.
You're
placing them.
2,500 in a giant field. And they're placing
it was
them,
cool as shit.
And then they all take off in sequence. And it was that video that I posted.
It was so cool
on my Facebook page. Is really amazing. So as I get older, I'm more intrigued by the drones.
The drone shows are amazing,
and they don't drive dogs nuts. If you have a dog who's not prone to fireworks, like I have one that was just out of his mind.
Did you call your neighbors because your dog
I did
was?
Not.
Call the police
because
not. Your dogs were upset.
But here's the deal: if you're in a municipality,
I can imagine you doing. This is Andrew Pappas. My dog is upset. I want you to.
Do you realize who I
am? But they do already realize who I am. But as I get older, I'm like, I don't have a problem if you're in a place that has a fireworks show, and you guys go, or it's somewhere and they're they're spending a shit ton of money. They do a big thing, and then somehow you think, I'm gonna show them how it's done. When it's done, and you're like staying up till midnight, shooting off your little bitty fireworks that all they do is make noise and start fires. I'm like, dude, you just saw, $50,000 or $100,000 worth of fireworks go up, and you think you're $30 from some dude, some toothless wonder on the side of the freeway is just as equally impressive. It does nothing for me. Nothing. Well, I like the big ones.
It's still fun though.
The small ones for kids are fine.
Here's a little slice of Americana.
If you do not want to go to an actual event,
right,
and deal with, because you're such a people person, deal with fucking crowds.
I don't
deal with fucking parking. Deal with all that shit to go see a big display.
I don't. They just
have simple common folk like us,
yes,
that live under like a couple tiers under you.
No, not more than a couple.
That love to have a weekend off.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
And to be able to just blow some steam off.
That's
and
fine.
You know what? We're going to fucking light a bunch of fucking,
as I said,
a lot of fucking explosives.
There's that element that something could go sideways at any moment.
And you're waiting.
You never know when there could be absolute havoc.
No, hold on a second. We can play the tape back.
Because we've had that before.
I preface it by saying, if you live in a community that has a fireworks show professionally done where you can see it, okay? And I am in that boat. So I'm sitting there at my house, literally out my left window. There's $100,000 worth of fireworks going on. But then after that, after I finally get the dog to stop salivating and shitting all over the place, the guy 2 houses down thinks, I'm going to keep this going to 1 o'clock in the morning because that was
my turn to celebrate America.
Dude, seriously?
Hey,
it happens every fucking year.
It's one night a year, though.
America.
Suck it up.
Hey, my dog comes first. Okay?
Suck it up.
Dog comes first.
Suck it up, Chuck.
I agree with you, Dan Carroll. Suck it up.
Suck it up. One night.
And Jill Billy says
maybe 2.
Calder's doodles were on weed pills. So
anyhow,
they were.
Is that why they were so chill?
They were,
because those dogs are never that chill.
But
they were very chill.
I did enjoy watching.
The weekend was amazing.
As Dan said, I thought the fireworks, you're like, wow, that was a great display. And Cincinnati, that was a great display. And then I flipped on the computer and I saw DC.
Yeah, DC was absolutely astounding.
Never saw anything like that before in my life. And then the finale with the.
By the way, might I also add privately funded?
Yeah, that's fine.
Privately funded.
I believe it.
Why? Because maybe we're not taking as much tax money from them, and they have more money to spend that makes Chuck Todd, act like he's on his period.
Do you think all those fireworks are made in China?
Well, I don't know. There's
Do we have an American?
There's-
Does Rozzy make their own? I think
Yeah,
do.
they make them there
They
in
do, yeah.
Loveland.
So, I know,
There's-
but I
there's
didn't know
other companies like that make them here. I would wager
they
those
were
fireworks were made in America.
Cool.
Can you look it up, Keith?
I
don't
will.
have my computer.
I
out
will.
there.
I mean, I would think that
Give your
if he's
dogs
doing
a
that, they would have
gummy,
to.
and you know this happens every year. Don't be. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying.
Yes, you are.
I'm watching the professional job.
You're
and,
always
and
being
Bubba
dick.
two houses
Give your
down.
dogs a gummy.
Yeah, like a pot gummy. But
Don't be a
Bubba two
dick.
houses down is over there setting his fireworks off till 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. I mean, at some point, I'm like, enough is enough. You know, I mean, hey, I'm as Americana as anybody. Trust me on this one.
I used to have a dog that loved fireworks.
That's
My dog
weird.
Bogey.
That's weird.
He'd sit out there with us on the
You
4th
had a
of
dog
July.
named Bogey?
Yeah.
You know, that's my dog's name.
Is it?
Kismet.
How about that?
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
and
God,
Bogey would
that's
sit
so
there. He'd
adorable.
sit there with the crowd, and I'd watch him while he was watching me. And so
Okay,
a
Bob.
firework would go up and blow up, and he'd go like this. He'd look up, boom, and then he'd look back down where I was lighting. He's like, "Okay, when's the
Do
next one
another
coming?" Boom, and he'd look up. I mean, he loved it, and you don't get many dogs like that.
It was nice to see the country celebrate. What I got annoyed at though was I was watching the news and reading reports, and they're like, you know, do you remember a 4th of July ever being this divisive? And I'm like, what? I mean, what? I mean, what, because the Republicans in office now suddenly the 4th of July, the 250 is divisive
well
because you decree it to be because somehow
people
that Trump's
with
in
Trump
office.
derangement syndrome were able to get themselves on TV and get interviewed by the news, and
It's bullshit.
but a lot of those people are on the news who
And
have
it's
Trump
bullshit.
derangement
I'm
syndrome.
sick of it. I'm like, okay, I get it now. So if Biden was in office and we're blowing the hell out of the sky, that's okay. That's not divisive. But because it's Trump, and the other one was cool was freaking Mount Rushmore. That was an amazing.
That was an
display,
awesome
too.
display too.
I did not see that one.
That
Oh,
one
it was
that was really
amazing.
cool.
It was
To answer your
amazing.
question, was it
I forgot what the question was.
Pyrotechnico is the Pennsylvania-based company that
Pennsylvania.
actually,
Made the fireworks.
they did the production,
Okay.
but the fireworks themselves, and this is all just ChatGPT off the cuff, almost certainly manufactured primarily in China.
I thought that
Consistent with industry practice, which I mean, I know Rozzy's here locally, like Dan said, like they do stuff their own
they do
shells.
design their own stuff, but I don't know how I don't know if they use components made in China. That's what I was asking. So
Yeah,
like
well.
the pyrotechnic shit, if they just, I don't know. So somebody out there knows. I don't really give a shit. I thought it was amazing.
still awesome.
And
I
then you
don't
know what
care.
they did? The parks board, the parks department, whatever it's called. They got up the next day because there was a ton of, when fireworks blow up,
There's stuff falls down.
Stuff falls down. So they were out cleaning up all the stuff in DC.
Laws of physics.
I've seen so many reports of how clean DC was and how fountains that haven't worked in 20 years were flowing again, and people were so happy. Now,
Liberals
let's be straight.
hate that.
It was hotter than balls in DC.
Yeah.
It was hot, but everyone looked like they were having a good time, and there was no street takeovers. I mean, for example, we had to contrast it, same weekend, different locale. What happened in Raleigh, Durham?
Raleigh, yeah. Jason, take it away, man. Take it away with the
Jesus
the
Christ.
latest street takeover.
Wasn't even sure if you guys were going to stop talking for a second.
I know, but it was our thumbnail. It was our
Yeah,
our,
We
painstakingly
discussed-
created by Jason
And
Kiefer.
you gave
So
us the
we should
outline for
probably-
the show, so I was trying to segue.
How
right
long does it
back.
take to make one of those, by the way?
about 7 seconds.
7
How fast he types it in?
Just depends on how detailed I want to get. I mean, I can make.
Oh, the Raleigh
make-
mayor is considering a youth curfew.
Oh,
Yeah.
10,000 teenagers.
Okay, I'm going to guess.
10,000.
I don't know who the mayor in Raleigh is, but I'm going to guess the mayor is a Democrat.
So probably a pretty safe guess. I
So-
mean,
So, yeah,
Do you
so-
know that for a fact?
I don't know for a fact, but it might say. Hey, I'll tell you this way: if it doesn't say in the story, he's a Democrat.
the mayor of Raleigh, North Carolina, is weighing whether to impose a curfew for minors following a series of shootings and chaotic events
I mean, nothing
over the Independence Day weekend, in which several fights broke out. 9 people were shot
only 9.
amid a series of teen takeovers across the country.
A series of
series.
teen takeovers.
Now, this is the biggest one, I believe, just because 9 people were fucking shot during it. But when I saw it, I meant to text our buddy Eric Tansey to get him on the.
Oh, yeah.
get him
Oh,
on the
man.
line. But the violence over the weekend prompted Raleigh Mayor Janet Cowell cow, to tell WRAL News she's considering enacting a curfew.
Look her up.
Anybody
Yeah.
that's under 17.
Janet, Cowell, no relation to Simon,
Yeah.
is
COWEL.
a member of the Democrat Party.
Raleigh is very blue.
I hope they're not going to base their curfew on the model that we have here in Cincinnati, because the one we have here in Cincinnati is a complete piece of shit.
Yes. As mayor, I am grateful for the actions of the Raleigh police officers in response to the situations of juvenile violence across the city on the night of July 4th and the morning of July 5th.
My head's going to pop.
Were they just exercising their First Amendment rights?
Hold on. Read the last fucking
Okay.
sentence and watch my head pop.
Clearly, Raleigh is not exempt from the incidents of youth violence that are occurring across the country. We need to talk with the youth, their parents, schools, and the broader community
Here we go.
to understand the root causes.
The root fucking
for
causes.
God's
to
sake.
better
The
coordinate
root
strategies.
fucking causes. Let me tell you what the root fucking
When I read this
causes are,
article,
lady.
I knew it was going to set him off.
Let me tell you what the root fucking causes are, lady. You have people that have children that don't don't have a father figure in the household. There is no nuclear family, and I don't mean energy wise, and I don't mean radioactive. There's not a nuclear family. Nuclear.
That's what
Nuclear. Nuclear. Anyway, there's no father figure, so you have feral people having feral children who act like feral animals. And to Dan's point, there's no consequences. They know there's no consequences. Nothing's going to be done. But this hag, much like, and I said hag, this hag, much like Kamala, that was going to get to the root causes of illegal immigration at the border. So she traveled south of the border to go talk about the root causes. And all it took.
As the borders are.
As the borders are. Oh,
Which-
she was never the borders
which she
are.
never
no,
went
she
there.
was the borders are. No, she wasn't the borders are.
No.
But whatever.
The only thing she did was send a boatload of money down there.
That's right.
Yeah.
But and all it took was a change in administration. I listened to Tom Homan today.
Guy's
today
awesome
on the radio. The guy is beyond awesome. The guy is so competent. He takes no shit. So they had, I think last week they had a record number of illegal criminals.
Stay focused for a second.
But my point is, all it took was not the
God
root
damn.
causes. All it took was someone saying enough is enough. We are going to close the border. We don't need legislation. We don't need to look at the root causes. We just need somebody competent in office. Yet this idiot in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, congratulate Raleigh, be proud. Be proud that this idiot represents you. So she's going to consider, after the fact, people are getting shot, but we're going to consider a teen curfew.
Yeah.
What do you think that might cost? Do you think they're going to have what? I think like Cincinnati, they're going to give away what? Library cards? Send them to the library. Oh, we had a shooting
Send
in a
them to the
library
library,
this
yeah.
weekend. Oh, imagine that.
Mm,
Shocking.
Yeah.
Or you think, what are they going to do?
People in the library, or the people who work there, are afraid now because there's so much criminal.
You think we're going to have
why,
midnight
why,
basketball?
why is there criminal activity
They're
going
like,
on? Because
we gave them all
sending-
library
sending
fucking
criminals
cards.
to the library.
Correct. Shocker.
We don't even want to check out books anymore.
No. And then and let me ask you, what about what are we gonna have? Midnight basketball? Remember when Obama was in office?
That didn't work out. That didn't work out very good,
midnight.
yeah.
They want to play basketball at midnight. They just want to get their little wiggles out. They just need to work their wiggles out. That's it. They have too much energy. Here's the deal: you've raised feral kids with no respect for law and order. They have their future, sadly, and this is sad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure. This is sad. It's sad to say this. Their future is bleak. And the only thing they understand is this animal mentality, this gang-like mentality of shoot or be shot. You can't be disrespecting them, right? You can't disrespect them. But they don't have any respect for themselves, so I don't understand how you can disrespect them. And the answer is they start shooting themselves.
well, they've got no respect for property, whether it's
Respect for
private
anything.
property or government property. They just want to destroy everything and
But
you know,
we're going to
mark
look at the
stuff
root
up. and-
causes. Whenever I hear that term,
Root
root
causes
fucking
bullshit.
causes, my skin it just drives me nuts.
I look at a picture of this gal,
The
this
mayor?
this mayor, and you know what I see? I see the same look, that same demented look as Spanberger in
Same look.
Oh,
the-
Exactly
it's,
the
it's,
same
it's
look.
right there in the
You
middle
know,
of the face, the
pale,
eyes.
the eyes, that
Yeah.
piercing eye, soulless look, and then the no makeup,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not happy and nothing you do is going to make me happy,
Yeah,
and
I,
like I just sucked a lemon.
yeah, it's that same demented look that her and Spanberger could look like they could be sisters.
It's the fucking look that my husband has no chance. That's the look. That's the look that she fucking throws out.
Sadly, the husband's probably happy about that. He's like, I'm not getting on that. I mean, nothing makes her happy.
But it may be all fun and games, but the thing is, innocent people pay with. Sometimes they pay with their lives. There was 9 people who got shot, and look, getting shot is no joke. I mean, there's a long recovery there, and it changes your entire life.
Oh no,
and
but
so
the news will
these
have
people are going to suffer because of again liberal policies that rule the day. And there's probably a lot of good people in Raleigh, Durham.
There might be that they're voting poorly.
They are voting poorly.
Just like there's some good people in Cincinnati, but they're voting poorly,
very poorly.
And we have a mayor here,
and a lot of it's happening right here where we sit right now.
Correct, and it's probably just like their mayor. She's probably at every ribbon cutting and every bullshit thing, every puff piece thing that happens. But when there's crime in her city, where's our mayor? MIA, not even there on his social media page. No comments.
I don't know. She might have been, visiting Cuba or something like that. Cuba.
Well, you hear what happened in Cuba? You hear what happened in Cuba? Did you hear what happened in Cuba 2 days ago? Power grid collapsed.
Shocker.
11. Now, not that a lot of people on the island had power. But
I was going to say, I thought it was already down.
No, what they went from 3 hours of power today down to 20 minutes.
The remaining grid collapsed. There's no power in Cuba. So in about 9 months, you're going to have a shit ton of kids born in Cuba. But I mean, there's Cuba. Let's keep an eye. I know, total segue.
What do you think the air conditioning situation is like?
Fuck. You think it's hot? You think it was hot in Cincinnati?
Sweaty taint is what it says on any thermostat.
You could probably smell Havana from space. But look, if Cuba plays out the way I think it might play out, I mean, if Cuba dumps communism and opens up to some sort of quasi or completely capitalist, I hope Donald Trump gets the recognition for what he's done there. Yeah. But he won't. It'll be yet another thing the Democrats are pissed off.
How long would it take Trump to go into Cuba,
build a Trump hotel,
and build a giant Trump hotel,
and just make it Miami South,
a beautiful resort, open some golf courses?
I want to go.
Tourism, luxury hotels all over the place, casinos, man.
Casinos.
Guess what? The people would work,
bring them
exploit the natural resources.
Exploit.
There's nothing wrong with exploiting natural resources.
It means in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. The people would benefit mightily, and it would be a vacation playground for the rich.
Everything I've read
in the United States.
That's exactly what they fucking want.
Yeah. And Trump, how long would it take Trump to turn that around? Maybe 18 months?
Shit.
Less than that? 12 months? I mean, you'd have to build a lot of shit.
I'd give it a year.
You'd have to tear a lot of shit down. Think about that. The rebuilding project, how many people would that put to work?
It would put a lot of people to work.
You'd have a lot of private investors who would die to go in there and plunk down some money and create that vacation playground. It'd be like
right there off the coast of
Las Vegas South.
Oh, it'd be it would be Vegas South.
Yeah, so Vegas South.
It would be absolutely amazing.
And the money would flow in.
And you know who would benefit the most? The Cuban people.
The Cuban people. The people, they'd have jobs, they'd have prosperities, they have incomes.
How long ago was it
the entrepreneurial spirit would flourish? I mean, you'd have unbelievable stories of wealth and wealth creation and people who really literally rags to riches stories in the span of 4, 5, 10 years. It'd be amazing.
It would be. And I mean, it's teetering on the brink. It is really teetering on the brink, but I did see it caught my eye because I was like, wait, they don't have electricity. And they're like, well, the people that did don't because their grid completely collapsed.
Well, there was very few that had it.
Correct.
Because they've been in a fucking issue here.
They have no oil because
quite
Trump
some time.
Cut the oil off, and Venezuela is not giving them free oil anymore. So we'll see what happens.
Venezuela is going to be our 51st state. So just wait for it.
I hope people, as I said the other show, I hope people are donating to good causes to support the Venezuela.
But the one thing I talked about.
Hey, speaking of good causes, can we hit a sponsor real quick?
Sponsor?
Are we almost out of time?
I think that's a good segue.
Do a sponsor.
Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care in America. Behind each statistic is a face, a story, and often a heartbreaking message. It's not my fault. The Varner Foundation for Children and Families was created in 2020 to change this reality. They don't just raise awareness about the foster care crisis, they take action. When local agencies can't meet a child's need, the Varner Foundation steps in. From providing essential resources to foster families to supporting children who've experienced trauma, they're building a network of hope. Every donation, every partnership, every act of support creates ripples of healing in a child's life. These aren't just statistics, they're futures being restored. One child at a time. Visit varnerfoundation.org and be the difference in a child's life, where 100% of all donations go directly to families in need. 100%. Because every child deserves to know you matter, you're valued, and it's not your fault.
Can't talk about it now.
Maybe
Show's
Golden,
back
maybe
on.
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. Nothing
Now,
like
I wanted to finish your
nothing
point,
like
but
a buffet of botulism.
you guys brought up a great segue for donations and whatever. So that's
No.
why I
Hey,
wanted to
listen,
hit
that's a
that.
great cause. Dan is having, as a matter of fact, I'd like to mention, we'll be talking about it more, but the Varner Foundation is kind of gearing up. I know it feels like summer because it is, but and I think it's October. So when is their big
Yeah, it's
fundraiser?
October.
October. So if you haven't made plans, try to keep a calendar free.
I'll be hosting once again.
Down at I didn't know that you did it last time. The
I did do it last time.
I just said I didn't remember. So you
it's
either
the one
didn't do a
it's the
good
one
job
event that I
or
keep
let's-
getting invited back to
Okay,
for some
well,
reason.
probably just
That and swim champs.
because anyway, swim champs.
Once every 6 years,
But no, if you can keep the calendar free, remember down at it's going to be at Belterra again.
No, Cintas.
No, Cintas.
That's
Cintas
right, even
Center.
bigger Cintas. That's right. I just saw the invite, and they were using some pictures from last
Are
year.
you going to go?
I went last year. If I'm in town, I would love to go.
All
But
right.
even if I'm not in town, you know what I'm going to do?
Well, why don't you block
I'm
out? Why
going
don't you
to
block
support-
out a spot on your calendar so you don't go out of town?
Because that's not how I operate. Okay, so I just
And
fly by the
priorities.
seat of my pants. Well,
It's
I know. I would.
I know that is definitely not how you operate.
I will.
or Dan Carroll. That's blocking out shit on a calendar is
I've already got. You can go. You can go to my house right now. Look at my master calendar,
I know.
and you will see that date is already blocked out.
Okay.
Varner.
I'm just
fundraiser.
everything
I will
else
tell you
though.
this.
Everything else is fucking.
Whether I go or anyone else
Window
goes, I
dressing.
wish they do. But guess what? You can always write a check. You can always make a donation to the
Yes.
Varner Foundation.
VarnerFoundation.org.
You
Yes,
don't need to. You don't
sirs.
need just because I don't go doesn't mean I will not support Dan Varner and his foundation.
Yep.
He's a good man.
I think I will be flying solo going to that because I believe Jill Billy will be out of town. So, but I plan on attending. I plan on RSVPing probably tonight, actually.
No, but I did Bill Cunningham's national show on Sunday night and spent a lot of time,
Name drop.
and a lot of the callers wanted to talk about the takeover of the Democrat Party by the so-called Democrat Socialists, which is another name for communism, and what the danger that represents to our country. And here's the other component of this that I think is really a huge story. Can you guess which actually one of the leading Democrat names as potential Democrat nominee for president in 2028 is going out and actively seeking that Democrat socialist / communist vote? Who is, if you had to guess, which person is going out talking to Mondani, having conversations, setting up meetings, all the rest of it, so they can co-opt that wing of the Democrat Party, or I guess massage that wing to their benefit? Who's going out and seeking that constituency right now?
If I had to get AOC, I would guess.
AOC is well, she's not really a Democrat contender yet, but it's Kamala Harris.
Oh my god,
Kamala Harris.
I was going to go AOC as well.
Kamala Harris.
She's reinvented herself as a Democrat.
She is
socialist.
she is seeing the movement that's being generated by these people, and she wants a piece of that action.
Jill
she
Billy
wants-
even said AOC.
Is she
Yeah,
gonna drop to her knees and work really hard for that job?
Well, she's done it before. I mean, that's how she got
well,
started.
here, hold
That's
on,
their
hold on.
modus operandi.
You know,
It's-
sometimes you got to go back to the basics.
Sometimes you got to do what you're good at.
It's her with a glass of wine. One.
I don't. I think
But
that,
she is saying that groundswell and popularity
what
that
the
she never enjoyed on her own.
let me tell you something.
As a matter of fact,
I will tell you this.
but she wants to tap into that for herself.
I don't
for
blame
her
her.
own power.
I don't blame her for recognizing. You know, we can do a whole show on why this is popular. Look, to be a kid in some or a young adult in some of these communities where this seems to be gaining some first unknown to me traction. But like if you're in New York City, okay, and you're a young whatever. I mean, the average cost of a house in New York, housing in New York City is just astronomical. So you got to live with 4 or 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to those people that are gravitating toward this Democrat socialism, which is nothing more than communism, socialism by
The warmth of the collective.
right. Mondami, you know, good luck with your 78 degree thermostat in New York City that Mondami asked you to
And
do.
by the way, the New York Post went into City Hall the other day.
What was it at?
where
65?
where his office was
Was it free?
with one of those digital thermometers.
What was it at?
It was at 61.9.
61 degrees
God.
in there? Are you shitting me?
62 degrees.
Well, how do you get it 62
in
degrees?
City Hall?
Holy shit, that's cold.
I mean, imagine the air conditioning
You
units.
bitch about coming into this
I mean,
fucking
I thought
podcast.
this
They ain't
dude.
nowhere
basement was
near
cold. That's
78
really
City
cold.
Hall, baby.
78 degrees. The guy did.
Do you think Donnie's going to break out a sweat while he's, breaking the Japanese record in his office?
Can I play this video because I think I have it up now
Go ahead. I can't talk so.
because it works right into where you're at.
Same as the grocery store.
Is that about the world record?
This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
Yeah. So, what do you say?
That guy's a big influencer.
the Muslim
apparently.
takeover of New York.
Yeah, and it's New Yorkistan is what he's
New
going to
Yorkistan.
call it.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. So there's you guys might not know this. So there's a candidate running for the Senate in the state of Michigan. The reason I know about it is because I was up there. And the guy's name is Abdul El Sayed. Maybe you've heard of him.
I've heard of him.
Okay. So there's a bunch of signs. I'm driving around. I'm seeing a bunch of signs in people's yards that are less than kempt with Abdul on there. Well, he comes out today after the Platner stuff, and he's like, this is absurd. And he's standing there with a bunch of imams behind him. Okay. And this guy's got kind of a shady terroristic type past. He's got some ties that are very questionable. And he's talking about how it's terrible that Graham Platner's still in the race because these accusations are terrible. He's treated women badly. And I'm like sitting there going, wait a second. Hold on a second. Does someone grasp the irony here? I have a guy that's a devout. Now, I'm not bashing the Islamic faith per se, but
So I'm getting ready to go off.
But
I know where you're going.
But I find it ironic, a little bit ironic, that a guy standing there with a bunch of all male clerics, because that's what Islam is male run dominated religion. Some Christian religions are, but
they don't treat women very well.
I don't think that the Islamic faith and Abdul El Sayed is probably the best spokesperson to be talking about women's rights and treating women well, because not a big track record. If you go to some of these Islamic countries and a lot of Islamic countries, and they don't necessarily treat their women really well. And I posted about that.
Can we go a step further?
Go ahead. I think they treat them pretty badly.
So the women aren't treated.
They're treated as property.
They're not treated great.
They're not treated well. Now
They
there are
treat
exceptions.
young boys
up there
worse.
with cattle. Oh my God.
Yes. And so I just this whole notion. You had the guy in Islam. What's he called? New Yorkistan. Is that what he wants to call it?
He wants to call it New Yorkistan.
We had the funeral. I heard there was some social media influencers at the that come back to the United States.
I heard
At the
Elizabeth
funeral
Warren was there.
in Iran of the Ayatollah.
Yeah, for the funeral too.
I don't think she was.
It's more
You
inappropriate.
think so?
That might have been fake news.
Might have been
but
fake.
It might have been.
But I mean, my point is that this whole
But I know there was extensive coverage from CNN, ABC.
I'm really concerned
Very
about
important.
for the future of this country, this whole rise of this Democrat socialism, communism, coupled with they're walking lockstep,
Yeah.
hand in hand with
the Islamists.
Islamists, because Mandami is at the end of the day is Islamists.
And here's what the left doesn't understand about that.
They're going to be eaten.
They
by
will
the
be
very-
when the time comes. They will be discarded like yesterday's newspaper.
discarded would be kind. They're
Discarded,
going
yeah, but he kind, yeah,
they're being used. It's a means to an end.
absolutely.
And then they are going to devour the remaining Democrats. They're not going to discard them. They're going to devour the remaining Democrats.
And they
within
won't
that
think
movement.
twice about doing it.
Not think twice.
They won't blink. Yeah.
You know, when I see people that I had, what was it? Gays for Palestine was a group. Remember that group?
Gays for
Gays for
Palestine.
I'm like,
But sex on my mind.
Alex Stein.
yeah, I'm like,
8 stories high.
yeah.
Think I can.
Prime time 99, baby.
You know,
Prime
That
time
song's still
99.
sticks in my head, man.
Yeah,
That's such a
that
great
is
song.
Dude, he's all over the place, but it's not even just for that. He's all over the place doing shit like that.
but so we really it is
calling it out.
it is a really big concern of mine because these
He
kids
wanted big booty Latinos. You remember that?
these kids that just don't seem like they don't have a future unless the government is going to provide it are attracted to this shit. And it's dangerous because they don't know yet what they don't know. And so, it's something not to be laughed off. It's not something to be just, oh, they'll learn. This is a fad. They'll grow out of it. This is dangerous.
Oh, it's on our fucking doorstep.
It's in our doorstep. It's past our doorstep. It's in our city halls. It's in our schools. It's in our some of our churches. I'm sure there's some churches probably on Beachmont that are going to tell me that I'm the problem.
Oh, yeah.
I am the problem.
You need to accept everyone.
Yeah, I saw something about now. I don't know the specifics of it, but the news story broke yesterday. Some church in northern Kentucky, the Pope excommunicated a whole church in northern Kentucky, Catholic church excommunicated because apparently they have broken with they think the Pope is too liberal. I think I got from the story. I need to read more about it, but there's a lot going on in the world. So just because that concerns me and this country as well, we have a lot of people out there that are. We've got some elections coming up that are very, very key. We didn't even talk about Mitch McConnell. That was another story we could talk about.
That was the other thing. Is he
Mitch,
dead? Is
Mitch
he
McConnell
alive?
today, I heard on the news.
John Thune apparently has been talking with him.
And not Laura Loomer. Someone said, "Oh, you're listening to Laura Loomer." I heard I heard Glenn Beck, who you could say is a nut job, but he said that he's heard seen reports that Mitch McConnell was brain dead. I'm like, well,
but then Thune was on today
I understand
with
that.
Brett Baer saying, "Oh, I talked to him and he seems fine." And then even Scott Jennings,
How do you document
who's
that,
also
though?
from Kentucky, said he talked to Mitch McConnell.
But why is it such a mystery? Why is that such a fucking mystery?
Because he's been in the hospital for over a month. That's why.
But that's what I'm saying. Somebody that has been in the fucking government so long, why is it not even barely being talked about?
I don't know. That's a good question. But the thing that annoys me, and look, Mitch McConnell,
Because I had to fact check it.
Look,
Is he dead? Is he not?
Mitch McConnell
Is
is a real life version of Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Look,
Mitch McConnell is obsessed with power. He doesn't have the ultimate power. He has a piece of it.
Yeah.
And he's had that piece so long, and
time.
he's wielded the power that he
But
has.
why are
with
they not
great
talking
dexterity.
about it at nauseum right now?
I don't know. But Mitch McConnell.
If that was Pete Hegseth,
well, I mean, if you're Mitch McConnell, wouldn't you have walked away from this
a long time ago,
decades ago? He's got more money than he could ever spend.
Yeah, but you know what I found is that money is great, and money is, and I'm not
right.
rich.
It's
Don't
the power.
misunderstand. It's not the money.
He's been in such proximity to that power. He's seen it up close and personal.
That's the stuff that
never been able to wield it.
No.
But yet he has seen it, and he's mesmerized by it, and he can't break away from it. I mean, Dianne Feinstein died in office. Mitch McConnell is going to die in office.
Another story we missed. Freaking Pelosi's husband got arrested.
Yeah, he got.
yeah, I know.
And he needs to
it's hard for me to fucking handle all of it.
I know, but we'll talk about it next time because I heard he's going to hire the hammer. He's going to hire the. You know that.
I thought I hit something, but I really wasn't.
That
sure.
attorney firm. You know, you're in an accident. You need the hammer.
You need the hammer.
So I think
Hello,
that
Blake Mason.
is he the hammer?
He might be.
He's the boxer. He's not the hammer.
He might. I think he's
Jesus
changed his
Christ!
name.
You
But anyway,
two
I don't know.
But the
motherfuckers.
point of the matter is I think there needs to be a commercial. I need the love hammer. Someone give me the love hammer back here.
It's a big pink one.
The
It's a
big pink one with
All right,
with sticky stuff on it.
I gotta go. Let's get out of here. I'm out of beer.
Got some KY on it.
Oh,
You got you.
Dan's done.
You go. Oh, what?
Dan's
He just
done,
asked
so-
me a second ago. He goes. You gotta go somewhere. I'm like, no. He goes, oh, okay. Now
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
My wife wants to go out to dinner. I gotta take her out.
Golden
Dan's
Corral
done.
is open late.
I'm not going to Golden Corral.
The food gets better as it sits there longer.
It's-
Kills all the.
Everybody, we love you.
diseases.
We'll be back next week sometime because
It's nice to be
I'm
back.
out of town
When's the last time you went to a buffet?
and I can't get these two motherfuckers
Chinese?
to agree on an
Where?
actual date. So they're going to sit
I
there and
said
talk.
I'm available. We can go whenever you want.
So
Well, we don't have a what's the
we
Chinese
love you.
panda?
We
What do they
appreciate
call
you.
that, the panda?
Happy
Well,
birthday,
yeah, we got
Bosco,
one
by the
outside.
way.
We got a-
Bosco's
Bosco,
birthday
happy-
today.
Happy
There
birthday.
you go.
Go to
So-
go to Golden Corral.
Bosco.
Corral.
Give me your
Go to-
code, man.
Give me.
And we'll see you next week.